to Legends of Change, a special edition. Why is this a special edition? Simply because we revisit our legends and we get a bit more personal with them on lessons they have learned during the year 2022 and plans for 2023 while they get ready and dress up for a special treat at a few restaurants in Windhoek that have offered to spoil our community legends to a very delicious signature meal. There is lots to learn, so stay tuned. Do you remember Isaac Murakwani, who recognized the need to provide a vital service to people with disabilities in Windhoek after cancer changed his life and his abilities?
My name is Isaac Murakwani. I was born in Zimbabwe and I went to primary and high school in Zimbabwe, and then I moved to Namibia in 2008. I attended UNAM. I did a BAc in accounting, an honors in accounting at UNAM. And then as of 2011, I started business. I had my spinal cord injury in 2015. This was as a result of a tumor on my spine. I got operated in September of 2015, and unfortunately after the operation I lost my ability to walk. At first I was actually happy that I did not have a cancer that would kill me. That's the first point. So I was relieved. Later on, when I started struggling, obviously, with movement and small things like going to the bathroom and all those things, that's when I realized, oh, I've got a problem here. But I quickly, I'm somebody who likes to quickly solve my own issues and get ahead of things. So I just started, exploring how I could manage my environment better with my new circumstances. When I was in the hospital, I spoke to a gentleman called Mitch. So Mitch said, so we were just talking. He's also a person, he uses a wheelchair. So he came to just talk to me, console me, and just sort of give me answers to my new situation if I had any questions. So he was very great. He talked to me. He assured me that you can have a decent life. So as we were talking, he said, you can get equipment and drive yourself around and all those things. So then I said, oh, okay. So how does that happen? And he just says, you buy your own equipment and just start driving. I said, wow, that's dangerous, isn't it? Then, yeah, he said, yeah, it's dangerous, but what can we do? That's what's there. So after that, after I got out of hospital, I started doing my research, and then we got a place in SA that I could go and practice to be an instructor, because I felt that other people also would benefit if I knew how to teach them. So this was all out of pocket. I flew to South Africa, and I went to get all these lessons from a lady called Pat. She's the one who helped me out. And then when I got that certification, I came to Ministry of Transport, and then we started talking in terms of having a driving school for people with impairments or disabilities. So it took about 9 months, back and forth, up until they approved the little car that I bought specifically for that purpose. So that's how it started.
Now, let's hear about his first experience filming with the Legends of Change crew for their promotional video and the actual episode.
The shoot was, well, it was a new feeling. I had never been really behind a production. I've always been the other side of the TV, not behind. So it was an interesting experience, and I learned a lot, obviously, setting up, and the things you do behind the scenes. I learned quite a lot from that shoot.
Although the year 2023 has already begun and we are well into it, people often do not forget how the previous year was for them, as valuable lessons come from those experiences. So, how was 2022 for Isaac, and how is 2023 going for him thus far?
My highlights in 2022 is the part of my business for hand controls is grown. I'm getting more clientele there, and it's sort of rewarding and satisfying that people that need these devices are coming up and requesting them and buying them. So that is quite encouraging. The number has not really drastically improved. I think from the time of the shoot, I've got like 5 more clients from that time. Well, it's never really that busy because there are not so many people that use this facility. There are a lot of people that need the facility, but some of them, for one reason or the other, maybe they're in another town where I can't be, or those things. Because usually when people do get into this situation where they're using a wheelchair, 9 out of 10 times they go stay in the rural areas, and to access Windhoek and a place to stay and all those things, sometimes it's quite tricky. So yeah, there is a lot of people that need a service, but the logistics around it is not quite straightforward.
There is a high demand for driving instructors for people living with disabilities in smaller towns. Is Isaac planning to extend his services to those that live outside Windhoek?
Logistically, okay, for me, it would be a nightmare. But it's something that probably in the future needs to happen. Maybe in the north, there are quite a lot of people. I think, yeah, probably in the north it will come first. Yeah, and then we'll see.
When it comes to life lessons, they often come from learning from our mistakes. Since these special episodes focus on learning from our community legends, let's hear the new insights we can gain from Isaac.
Every day is a learning experience when you're in my shoes. So there is a lot to learn, but I've learned that being calm about things and being a little bit patient helps, whether be it in finance, be it in the love life that you talked about. You need to be a little bit patient and be understanding and plan a lot. A lot of planning is obviously important. And you have to have the right contacts for things to move forward. You might have all the ideas in the world, sometimes even the money, but without the correct connections, it doesn't work. And the product has to be relevant. Whatever you're doing, it has to be relevant.
Mental health has gained significant importance from over the years as it affects everyone regardless of discrimination. How important is mental health for Isaac?
I cannot overstate how important health is, because it's like all of a sudden, it's something I had never been hospitalized in my life before. And the first time I got hospitalized, my life changed. Yeah, so health is paramount to everything that I try and do. I try and get as much rest as I can. My day has to be very much scheduled so that I get breaks here and there. It's quite the simple things in life that you take for granted. I probably have to plan them throughout the day. Yeah, so that I just function at that optimum level.
As Isaac prepares for our visit at the restaurant, he shares the values he stands by.
I've got values of hard work. That's the first one. I got that from my grandmother. You have to work hard. You have to be honest, and you have to go with your feelings. And all the businesses that I've ever had in my life is, I don't just get into this business. It has to be good business. It has to be business that is good for not just me, but for everybody else around me. Those are the things that I usually try. I just don't do any other business. I try and make it good business.
If Isaac managed to achieve all his goals, how would that make him feel? Additionally, are there any plans for the driving school?
If I achieve my goals, I create more goals, I guess, because I don't think you can achieve your goals and fold your hands and say, I'm done. You're only done when you're dead. Yeah. So it's always an ongoing process. Life is it's an ongoing process. Create goals, achieve them, move to the next, like that. I think, for me at least, that's how it works. Life is not a picture. It's not stagnant. It's ever evolving. The driving school is going on fine. It's got mostly lady clients for some reason, I don't know. But in the not so distant future, I probably want to donate it to our Wheelchair Users Association, because I am seeing that I'm getting a little bit busy with other things, and I may not have enough time to concentrate on it. If I do something, especially like that is quite close to my heart, I would want to do it properly. So if I can't do it, then it's better somebody else does it who has the time to really do it properly.
As this dinner is for 2 people, Isaac has invited his lovely wife. While they are getting ready, he tells us which qualities he would like to gain from individuals in his intimate circle.
I think my wife has a lot of good qualities that I like. She just recently got her master's in anesthesiology. She's always developing. She's always adding something to herself. She's always, so she keeps me on my toes in that respect. Well, I'm not really for school. Not that I'm not good at it, but I'm more business oriented. So in that aspect, she challenges me to reinvent myself all the time, because she is always achieving every time.
Now that we are ready for the dinner, dressed in complimentary evening wear, Isaac shares that it was not easy convincing his wife to join him. However, after he organically complimented her with a smile, she changes her mind. While our guests settle in, Isaac explains the importance of family.
Family is very important because they create they create a platform, a basis where you grow from. If it's painting, there'll be the canvas. Whatever you paint is up to you, but they create that platform for you to start that painting. And that's what I think family is there for. Family is there to encourage you, to support you, and mostly for your own mental health. Family is there to laugh with you and to listen to your issues, your problems, and those things. And family is there to support you in terms of business financially as well, because you can't just have family that is just there for drinking beer and not the other things. It has to be a balanced family. Yeah.
Legends of Change also emphasizes that family should be there during difficult times, not just when it benefits them. While the chefs are busy finishing up the meals, Isaac briefly advises us on the do's and don'ts this time of the year, considering the rising cost of living. He also provides advice to both new and old learners, expressing gratitude to the MVA fund.
Don't spend too much that you don't have to spend. I think people have to be a little bit more shrewd with their money. They don't just have to. Things are going up. The interest rates are going up. So, and don't borrow too much if it's not necessary, and especially if it's not going to make money for you. Why would you borrow, for a dead end? At least if you're going to borrow and make money out of it, that's good debt. Yeah. So less bad debt, more good debt. I think that's what I can say. And in terms of this period of the year, there are a lot of holidays. And people have a tendency of getting too excited and drinking a lot and sometimes driving fast unnecessarily. Well, these are things that in any case you should be doing from January to December. Just relax and you'll get there. You don't have to drive extremely fast, and you don't have to drink when you get where you want to get.
As Isaac emphasized, it is important not to drink and drive, avoid speeding, and do not take unnecessary debts. Instead, he suggests borrowing wisely, knowing that investments can yield returns. And on that note, we cannot thank Wine Bar and Restaurant enough for offering their signature pasta to our community legend. They will definitely be returning there, and we hope to see you there as well. I hope you enjoyed this special edition, as there are many more to come. See you next week, Legends of Change lovers.